Hi, welcome to Infotress Media. I'm Wycliffe Sikolia. With me are my panelists today. Alan, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Wycliffe, for hosting me today. I'm Alan Sindani, your political commentator.
Hilary, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Wycliffe. My name is Hilary, and it's always a pleasure being here.
Welcome again. As data analysts, we wanted to know what is going on social media. We wanted to learn what users are discussing on social media. In doing so, we went to social media, mined posts on social media, mined comments on social media. We put these comments together and analyze those comments in order to develop a summary of what people are discussing on social media. And this is what we found. In general, we were able to get close to 730 posts from social media and over 44,000 comments from social media. Now, we wanted to check whether people are discussing positively or negatively, just in general, without focusing on a particular topic, and this is what we found. 17% are discussing negative, have negative sentiments on social media, 18 have positive sentiments, and 64% have neutral sentiments on social media. Now, after developing sentiments, these positive, negative, and neutral sentiments from social media, we wanted to focus on the key topics that are being discussed on social media, and this is what we found. Now, we were able to establish that words like God, love, best, great are being spoken of positively. You can see that the words I have just mentioned are highlighted in green, while we have other words that are highlighted in red. Now, the words that are highlighted in red as being spoken negatively, and some of those words include sad, bad, and hospital. As analysts, what we found, we were able to establish a very interesting topic for discussion today, and that is the word hospital. From this visualization, you can see that the words like God, love, Tuko, beautiful, they may not attract so much attention like the word hospital. So we narrowed down to the word hospital and wanted to know what are Kenyans saying on social media regarding hospital. And this is what we found. 13% are speaking positively about hospital on social media. 25 are speaking negatively about hospital on social media, and 60% are speaking neutrally about the word hospital on social media. So to my friend Hilary, what are your comments regarding the sentiments you are seeing from social media? Hilary? Yes.
Thank you, Wycliffe.
Yes.
When you look at the data, you realize that only 13% of the people are speaking positively about hospitals in Kenya, because you realize that hospitals in Kenya have been marred with a very negative reputation, because sometimes people go to the hospitals and you find that the kind of services they receive from the hospitals are not equivalent to whatever they end up paying. The hospital bills are normally also very high, and sometimes patients face a lot of suffering whenever they lack money to offset their bills, and most of their property have to be auctioned so that they can be able to cater for these costs. So generally, Kenyans have a negative perceptions about hospitals, and we hope that this is going to improve going forward. And then also, maybe people are thinking negatively about a hospital because you realize that prominent people were reported to be admitted in the hospital yesterday, and maybe it's making them to feel sad about this issue of hospitals. Yeah.
Thank you, Hilary, for your comments. To my friend Alan, can you shed some light on the kind of sentiments around the word hospital? You can speak either on the neutral or on the negative, whichever suits, whichever you like.
Yeah, thank you, Weekly. Number one, I don't think there's anything positive about the state of hospitals in Kenya right now, because we've seen yesterday a woman who actually gave birth to 4 kids was forced to leave 2 in the hospital because of the bloated bill that was in the hospital, which she was unable to offset. We've also seen the Right Honorable Raila Odinga being admitted at the Nairobi Hospital. We've seen the Tanzanian president being admitted in the hospital. And that's why you can see a lot of negativity around the hospital. There are also news of an intern who actually uh, uh, overheated the incubators, actually leading to death of around 8 children in Rift Valley. That's why you can see a lot of negativity around the hospital today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Hilary, for your comments. Now, moving on, after establishing the percentage of sentiments from social media, we wanted to identify the key issues regarding the hospital. What is the problem with the word hospital? And this is what we found here. Words like quick, mercy, recovery are being spoken of positively, but those are just common ones you'd expect to be associated with the hospital. But as you can see here, we have Sonko being mentioned positively regarding hospital, and we also have here the word bill. Yeah, on the negative side, there is the word mother being mentioned negatively, and there is also another word painful being mentioned negatively. These were the words we focused on today because we wanted to know what is, for example, if I may take Sonko, what has Sonko got to do with the hospital? What has Bill got to do with the hospital? And why are they in the positive side? So in doing so, we fetched a sample of comments that mentioned the word bill from social media. And here is what users are saying about bills. Tuko should get for us the mother and a pay bill given to help the mother clear the bill. 50, 100, 200 can help. Now, there's also another user. I think this was, I'll just put feelings the way I want. Nasim Toy pay bill, follow those little angels. We will celebrate them, joining them and their family soon. Then there is another user who says the more the kids stay there, the bill is still rising. So how does it help them? Sometimes these bills are just overhyped for no reason. To my friend Alan, can you speak about the type of comments we are seeing around the word bill?
The bill is being discussed positively today because the majority of Kenyans on social media are actually, you can see most of them are saying that, why don't you give us a pay bill so that we can contribute and be able to save the mother? This is in reference to the woman who gave birth at the Nairobi South Hospital and was forced to leave 2 of her kids behind. So people are actually taking it positive and saying that let us have a pay bill so that we can contribute and be able to save the mother so that the other kids can join their family very soon.
Yeah, thank you, Alan, for those comments. Now, remember the word Sonko was also mentioned positively. So we also went to social media, sampled a number of comments that were discussing Sonko in relation to the word hospital, and this is what we find. Joe, Sonko in a very big way. Aki, may our Jehovah God have mercy. So you mean the kids acted as collateral? Sonko, my all-time philanthropist, would have helped the situation. A very good morning, Oscar Kipchumba Sudi, Mike Sonko, William Samoei Ruto. Remember, this last comment was in response to this comment that mentioned the philanthropy of the renowned Mike Mbuvi Sonko. To my friend Hilary, can you shed some light regarding the word Sonko and how it's spoken of positively?
Thank you, Wycliffe. You realize that the former Nairobi governor, Mike Mbuvi, trying to persuade him
you are back now. Please,
Yeah,
please just start the conversation again. You lost it. You had a network problem. Immediately you started speaking.
Okay, can you get me clearly?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so essentially what I was saying is that Mike Mbuvi Sonko is being spoken about positively because he has a record of philanthropy. He normally comes in to assist people when they face this kind of situations. So you realize that many Kenyans on social media were trying to persuade Mike Mbuvi Sonko to come into the rescue of this particular lady so that they can offset the bill and allow the lady to join the children to join her parents back at home. You realize that also many people have also mentioned the likes of Sudi and William Ruto to also join hands with Mike Sonko and assist this lady so that the hospital bill can be cleared and help the family to be together with their kids.
Yeah, thank you, Hilary, for those comments. To
Kolia,
our viewers, yes.
Kolia, allow me to comment on Mike Sonko being mentioned positively. I think Kenyans are missing the point because they're actually applauding Sonko as a philanthropist. Yet I believe he's the same person who creates this problem because having been governor, then he should have set in place infrastructure where anybody can actually get treatment without necessarily having to come in and help individual people. Because Sonko will not be governor forever. The other people mentioned, Oscar Sudi and Deputy President William Ruto, they're in government. They should come up with sound policies that should actually enable people to get treatment without having to go through all this kind of suffering. But now coming in to help specific cases, William Ruto will not be president forever or deputy president forever. And by the time Kenya will have another deputy president who is not philanthropic as William Ruto and Mike Sonko, and there is no clear structure in place, then most of the Kenyans will suffer.
Yeah, and you also wonder where the free maternal health care as promised by the Jubilee government went to, because it would have come in to assist this particular situation.
Yeah, thank you, Alan and Hilary, for those comments. Now, to the viewers, remember, if I may take you back to the graphs I showed you earlier, remember the word painful and mother were being spoken of negatively on social media. So we wanted to know, is this true? And in doing so, in order to determine whether the word mother was being spoken negatively, we sampled a number of comments around the word mother in relation to hospital, and this is what we found. One of the social media users is saying, how can you separate a mother and her newborn babies? Is the hospital going to sell the kids to pay the bill? Another one says, how dare they separate babies from their mother? They should have kept the husband. But those are views of another user. Then another user is saying the mother should stay with her 4 babies. Why separate the 2 and they need to be breastfed? To my friend, let me begin with you, Alan. Can you say something about the type of comments we are seeing around mother?
Scully, I'm actually saddened that this is coming up at this time. It's so painful that a mother will be separated from the kids just like that. However, I don't agree with some of the comments that the father should be held instead, because mother or father, I believe the child needs both parental care. So it's sad, but it's happened, and we should discourage such happening in future.
Thank you, Alan, for your comments. To my friend Hilary, remember another word that was being spoken of negatively was painful. And here are a sample of comments from social media. What happened to humanity? Nowadays, we prioritize athlete things so much. This is so painful. Another one said, how will the babies pay the bill surely? This is beyond painful. Another one says, very painful. You'll find the hospital bill is still being counted on the remaining kids. God have mercy. Those are the comments from users on social media. To my friend Hilary, can you say something about the word painful in relation to the mother, hospital, and the comments you are seeing?
Please come again, Sikolia.
Just speak about the word painful and the comments you are seeing regarding painful on social media. Am I clear?
Yeah, you're clear. You see, it is very painful for a mother to go to hospital, give birth to the child, to her children, and then go back home without these particular children. It does not matter the number of children the mother gives birth to, but what matters is when a mother goes to hospital, she should be able to come out of the hospital with the bundle of joy she went to get there. So the fact that the mother was not able to get out of the hospital with all her children, it is actually very, very painful and unfortunate. And it is something that is not supposed to happen. So when I hear people saying that how they are separate babies from the mother, they should have kept the husband, these are just desperate comments that Kenyans are trying to raise so as to try and save the mother from the pain of leaving her children and separating them with the others. So how would you even help the mother to select the two babies to go with at home and the two babies to live at the hospital? So it is a very difficult situation. And you'd even see that some of the comments on social media are that some people are suggesting that maybe the mother should just remain in the hospital so that she can be able to breastfeed all her children. So going forward, we need to urge the government to actually step in and actually actualize the free maternal health care, which was supposed to help mothers when they deliver. It should be for free.
Yeah, thank you, Hilary, for those comments. Yeah, that is the end of our discussion today. Perhaps just before ending our program today, my friend Alan, what are your final thoughts today?
Yeah, thank you, Wycliffe. On my final thoughts, I want to urge the government to actually take care of the interests of their people, their citizens, and whenever they propose sound policies like the maternal health care, it should be actually actualized instead of now waiting for such obscene scenarios to happen. Then we go around trying to cry for charity and asking for pay bills. It doesn't add. And also to Kenyans, when it comes to the electioneering period, I just want to urge us that we make sound decisions. We elect leaders who will actually stand up for us at all times. Thank you.
To my friend Hilary, what are your final thoughts today?
My final thoughts are that the government should come up with a threshold whereby hospitals should be able to set bills. You realize that sometimes these hospitals come up with very unreasonable bills to charge their patients. So this threshold will help curtail the amount of money people are charged when they go to hospital, either when they are sick or when they go to deliver. And number two, people should also be very keen with matters of insurance, and they should be able to get to pay the NHIF card so that whenever such matters arise, the card will help them to actually reduce the cost of the hospital bills.
Yeah, thank you, Hilary, for your comments. Now, to our viewers, thank you for joining us. We would like to hear from you. We have our email. We have shared our email on the screen. Give us feedback. Tell us your complaints. Tell us your satisfactions. We would really like to hear from you. To the corporates, remember, Infotrace Analytics has the ability to listen to social media. They can help you review your brand, directly from words that are being spoken on social media. So get in touch to us for a further discussion. Thank you today. That will be the end of our show today. Welcome again tomorrow, next time, same place for another discussion. Thank you.